Aged care is not about buildings, it's about caring for the person's spirit that lives within ageing bodies and still has a need to be recognised. And we need to be able to do it in a dignified way that allows us to applaud ageing, and say, hey, this is cool, this is really cool, and not be scared of it, what's coming after that. It's a journey. It's a journey.
As more and more Australian seniors journey into older age, Australia's aged care providers embark on a journey of their own. Facing changing demographic circumstances and government reform, providers must now mould their business and workforce models to reflect consumer-directed care.
The change in government legislation, the change in direction of where the government are heading, consumer-directed care is going to have a big impact, not just on community but also residential. I think it's still a sleeping giant. I still don't believe that everyone understands the real impact that the aged care system is having has on the economy at the moment.
Like every other aged care provider around the country, Vietnam veterans Keith Payne VC Hostel will have to innovate and adapt to changing consumer circumstances. Or it must face the reality that it could be pushed out of the aged care market. CEO Justin Dover says that's not going to happen because the Hostel is more than an aged care organisation. It's the biggest employer in the Toukley area and a community institution.
Vietnam Veterans Hostel is a vital part of the local community. It provides big employment. Yeah, if we go, there go 75 jobs.
Located on the New South Wales Central Coast, the small not-for-profit organisation provides beds for around 56 residents. And it offers services like personal care, meal delivery and lawn mowing to older people in the area. Justin and the board are determined to ensure the organisation's longevity. So, a year ago, they decided to go into business with local provider Community Care Services Central Coast. Peter McCloskey is the CEO of Community Care Services. He says partnering with Justin's organisation seemed like a natural step. Both organisations are on the same path towards innovation and both want to become more consumer focused.
And we then realised if we do this independently, we'll become competitors. And we both realised there were more than sufficient competitors here on the coast already, so we thought, can we do something together?
Situated at opposite ends of the Central Coast, the two organisations complement each other. Community Care Services runs a range of programs for around 600 local elders. It used to contract commercial companies to run many of its services, but now it hires Vietnam veterans instead. For example, Justin's organisation cooks and delivers meals which Peter's clients eat and enjoy.
We do window cleaning, rubbish removal. We also do gutters, your house gutters as well.
What's your rate?
Normally I just come out and give you a quote and we go from there.
The main issue for the partners now is determining whether their new innovation will actually guarantee their sustainability. That's why they both decided to do a WIN Reform Ready review.
Having the WIN program is going to allow us to know, is our business model right? And that's what we need to make sure before we push even further.
Justin says the process gave both leaders clarity and confidence in their future plans. It also led to a joint tailored grant that will pay for a business consultant to look at how their new venture should work.
We wouldn't be able to do it, I wouldn't be able to do it on my own, he wouldn't be able to do it on his own, but by able to share it, it certainly helps the process.
But sustainability is more than just about the viability of individual businesses. It's about a thriving Australian aged care sector. Regional solutions are essential in determining the success of local providers.
Going forward as individuals, we may not have the opportunity and the resources to bring it, to undertake the training that's required. However, on a collective basis, there could be significant advantage in doing that.
The WIN's regional project aims to get many local providers working together to tackle common problems. Each region can also access up to $80,000 in grant funding. And with the support of a regional business partner, the group develops and implements shared solutions to generate regional sustainability. That's why both Peter and Justin are involved.
Another aspect of the WIN program is a regional project. What, in your opinion, do you think might be some of the things that would involve all of the regional providers?
Certainly one area has to be regional training, upskilling of existing staff moving forward under consumer-directed care and the like.
Everyone is in the same boat. We're all singing from the same song sheet, saying there are big issues coming. I think the network is going to allow us to push that forward and make sure that we can face those challenges together and hopefully survive.
Thanks to the win, we've got individuals and regions all working together to look at how they should move forward with reform. But there's a few more aspects needed to piece together the sector's sustainability puzzle. Petra Neelman is the CEO of Dutch Care. She believes that strong sector-wide leadership is also essential.
I think there's a difference between leadership and management, and I think we have a lot of good managers in the sector, people who know the rules and who work around those rules, but leadership is more than that. Leadership is setting goals and working towards them and bringing people along with you. It's about driving change, and I don't know that we have enough strong leaders in this sector.
Dutch Care is part of the South East Melbourne Emerging Leaders project. It involves 11 organisations in the region which together will create a new leadership development program. Using the new Aged Care Leadership Capability Framework, this practical program will aim to develop aged care's future leaders.
We need to have people who are prepared to get up and say this works and this doesn't work. Somebody who's prepared to say that we need to do things differently. The same old isn't going to work into the future. And we, as leaders, we need to be talking and being honest about where the future is as we see it.
As part of this process, what I'd really like to do is capture the experience that you've felt going through this process, but also, probably more importantly, how you think it might have benefited the region.
I think it's really important to actually take time to have a look at where we're at, and we've done that. And I think the other benefit has been to work with other players in the industry, see where they're at, and then to move the projects forward. I think you need to look at what's happening in the aged care world today, and you need to adjust accordingly. That's part of doing business though. It's about making sure you're educated and your staff are educated to deal with those changes.
What's your message to people involved with caring for older Australians?
Just remember that they're very, very special people. Each one's an individual spirit in this world. You're part of a system in life, and this is the stage you're at. Let's help you through it.